Mark?
Well, we're getting some new information on what happened inside that courtroom. Mr. Trump is not expected and told not to talk with Mr. Nada at all about this case. They will be together at times, travel together, but they are not expected or being allowed to discuss anything about it right now. These are live pictures coming in. You see protesters for and against Mr. Trump, and it was quite the day there in downtown Miami. And this is just one image. On my left here in the Live Center, these are aerials as Mr. Trump and the motorcade head back to the Miami International Airport where he'll fly to his resort there in New Jersey. And some of his spokespeople tell us that he will speak and address all of this later this evening. So we'll, of course, be monitoring for that. We want to go right now to some video. We can play this. This was actually one of the protesters that jumped out in front of the motorcade. Take a look right there in front, dressed up in that jail jumpsuit. Secret Service and police pulling him aside. He was taken into custody, or at least being detained in the process and questioned. But they were able to maneuver their way slowly through the streets there right outside that federal courthouse in downtown Miami. And so we saw the motorcade come out just before 4 o'clock this afternoon. And that is what we're monitoring here in the Live Center. I want to show you what's going to happen next, though. We're walking through all the stages of the day right now, just leaving the courthouse. This is stage 5, and then stage 6 is back to Bedminster, talk about where he will give that statement from his clubhouse there. So we're going to stay on this live picture here this afternoon. You will see everything play out here in the Live Center, including the departure from the Miami airport, heading back to New Jersey after a historical day with the former president before a judge in that courtroom. Back to you.
Let's get to Mark Boyle in the WRAL Live Center. Mark, he also stopped moments ago to speak to a crowd in what appeared to be a planned visit because there were cameras inside.
Cameras inside, a lot of supporters there, Lena. They actually sang happy birthday. Mr. Trump's birthday is tomorrow. These are live pictures at the Miami airport right now. We are going to see Mr. Trump and the motorcade arrive here momentarily. That departure is imminent. Back to New Jersey, where he'll speak in a few hours from now to address what happened in that federal courtroom this afternoon around 3 o'clock. This is the motorcade as it inches closer to the Miami airport there in South Florida after quite a historical day. You talk about Mr. Trump speaking. He did very briefly. This is all new right now at 4:30.
We have a rigged country. We have a country that's corrupt. We have a country that's got no borders. We have a country that's got nothing but problems. We're a nation in decline, and then they do this stuff. And you see where the people are. We love the people, and you see where they are.
And he continued to take some photos as well. So this is some video right here leaving that federal courthouse after that appearance before the judge there, facing all of these charges, 37 to be exact. After the motorcade left, this was really interesting to see. We saw it on the ground and from above, and we're going to switch to a different set of video right here. You're going to see Secret Service actually move one of the protesters. Look to the left, you'll see right here, right in the front. Okay, so here's a different vantage point right in the center in front of the SUV. A man dressed in a jail jumpsuit tackled to the ground. Then they were able to leave. It took just a few minutes. As for inside the courtroom, it was 47 minutes in length. About 40 reporters inside. They were able to be the eyes and the ears because there couldn't be a reporter inside. It's federal court, so that's why we didn't see exactly what was going on inside. So we'll continue to monitor all of these live pictures. A lot to get through here this afternoon, a historical day, and of course that mention later tonight in New Jersey, Mr. Trump will speak and we'll show you his departure from South Florida here in the Live Center very soon. Back to you. Liftoff from Miami right now. Live pictures in the Live Center. Former President Trump in his plane after the arraignment in downtown Miami. You're watching that liftoff right now at 4:56. He's headed back to New Jersey after about a 45-minute court appearance before a judge. A lot of history made today, all of the charges, what's next for the former president, and what this means for the future and his campaign as well. Our news at 5 o'clock is next.